Hey guys, so I'm hanging out in the fish room and I look over at the 650 gallon and see some really interesting behavior from two of the Bala Sharks. This is a male and female fish and they're breeding. And it's interesting because I don't see this behavior from them often. And most people don't keep Bala Sharks in tanks big enough to see the behavior themselves. In fact, a lot of people who keep Bala Sharks can't even keep them alive to maturity. It's a very under cared for fish in the hobby, but that's a topic for a whole other video. But either way, there's a good chance most of you haven't seen this behavior before. And if you have, well, go ahead and skip to the end. But if not, I hope you enjoy it because I find it fascinating. This fish is an egg scatterer, and that's pretty much what it sounds like. The fish just scatter their eggs in the water column and let them fall where they may. They never give their eggs even another minute of attention. And in nature, that works out just fine. Some of the eggs survive and grow up to become adult fish. But in an aquarium setting like this, with power filters and other fish in close proximity, there's pretty much no chance of any of the eggs surviving. So we won't be getting any baby fish from this, but it's still cool to observe. And when you do see it, what you're going to find is the male and female will kind of chase each other around, and the male picks on the female a little bit. In fact, you can actually see the female's top fin a little torn up. But then they kind of calm down and get a little more friendly with each other, and they begin sort of kind of bumping into each other, like you can see right there. Now, there's differing opinions amongst Bala shark breeders on if this is when they actually lay the eggs, or if it's more of a mating ritual that precedes the laying of the eggs. Based on my observations, I would argue it's the latter, that they actually lay their eggs after this process, but I've never observed it from start to finish, so that's just my own conjecture. I'm very tempted to put these guys in their own tank and see if I actually can get some baby fish from them. The problem is I don't really have a spare tank with no other fish in it that is sufficient size. But I might think through if there's any way I can move some fish around and make it happen. If you think that would be a cool project to follow along with, put it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy the fish the way they are and the cool natural behavior they exhibit. I might even get a few more to add to the tank, because you really should keep them in small groups. These three do fine on their own, but I'd like to add 2 or 3 at some point. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a short one, but if you'd like to learn more about these awesome fish, let me know. I can definitely do a species spotlight on them. There's a lot to talk about. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you next time.